Hey, everyone, it's Hennifer. Hey, listen, I have been participating in a few webinars and speaking to quite a few clients recently. And one of the things that has been a resounding theme is that people are asking, when do I need to hire? How do I know when it is time to hire? See, there's a lot of information out here about who you should hire first, about scaling. But again, I haven't seen too much information about when to hire. How does one know when it is time to hire? If you are watching and you are a visionary, if you are watching and you are a solo CEO, you might have people working with you here and there. If you are a solopreneur, you are going to find this topic very interesting. Even if you're working for a larger corporation and you might be a leader of a department, I think that this topic is also going to be extremely helpful for you to know. All right. So here we go. Here's some kind of like top 5 tips of how to know when it is time to hire. Now, first, let me just say that growing pains can be our best teacher. Okay. Best teacher. And if it is time to hire, you were probably experiencing a whole lot of growing pains, meaning great things are happening. However, you are feeling the burn of wearing so many hats. So let's go with tip number 1 of when you know it is time to hire. First thing is you're making a lot of really silly mistakes. I mean, silly mistakes. Now, we're all human, right? However, and we all make mistakes. But some of the mistakes that you keep making, they are so crazy. You're like, I can't believe I missed that, right? You're just missing a whole lot of different things, the things that you normally would have caught. But because you're moving so fast, there's so many things that you have to do, you're making a whole lot of silly mistakes. And it's really costing you, right? It might be costing you in reputation. It might be costing you in dollars. It's costing you just in how you feel about yourself. So that's tip number 1. Tip number 2 is that your client service, the way that you service your clients is diminishing because you are doing so many different things. And the way that your customer experience, your customer journey, whoever it is that your client is, or whatever whoever the stakeholder is, it's diminishing because you are just, again, feeling the burn, those growing pains. Number 3, you can no longer afford not to hire, right? Meaning you are wearing so many hats. So today you're marketing, today you're project manager, today you are this, to tomorrow you're wearing so many different hats. And if you are a solopreneur watching this, or maybe you're hiring for the first time, or you're looking to hire your real staff, right? Meaning you've hired a few people before, but you're like, hey, I'm really ready to take it to the next level and scale. We're going to wear a lot of different hats. Trust me, I'm still wearing a lot of different hats, but not all of them fit the way that they should. Some of the hats that you were wearing are too big. Some of them are too small, right? So you want to make sure that when you are wearing all of those hats, you really want to kind of take some quiet assessment, because just because you are good at doing it doesn't mean that you should be doing it. And you know exactly what I'm talking about. You know that feeling. You're like, I know I'm sending out invoices, but I really shouldn't be doing that, right? Because I screw it up, or it's just taking too. I know I'm sending out emails and it ends up being good, but it's just taking me way too long to send out these emails. Whatever it is, whatever hat it is that you're wearing, you know that it's time to hire when the hats that you are wearing are too big or they're too small, and it's becoming very uncomfortable. Tip number 4, your personal life and your soul is taking a toll. Your spouse is saying you look horrible. Your kids are saying you're not spending enough time. You are going to the doctor and they don't know what's wrong with you. You are so extremely tired that you can't pour into anyone. You can't do the things that you used to love anymore. Your soul is taking a toll. It might be time to hire. Last but not least, God told you. There are many of you that might be watching that maybe you are not a person of faith. So whatever it is that you believe that might have secretly whisper to you that it's time for you to hire, those of you that do believe in God and God told you that it's time to hire, that is your go. That's your push button start. Meaning that whatever it is that God tells you to do, that means that there is something aligned for you to be able to do it. Meaning that He's provided something for you, equipped you for that very thing that God has told you to do. So do not be discouraged. I promise you, I have made enough mistakes for you to not make any of them. Right? And that's the reason why I can passionately just share some of these tips with you all today, because I've made all of these mistakes. I've delayed hiring because I thought I couldn't afford it, all different types of reasons. But if you find yourselves in any of these different scenarios that I shared today, it might be time to hire. So watch our next video on the top things that you should do before you hire. I hope this was helpful. If it was, go ahead and post the comments in the section below. Until next time, don't forget to command your day.